All right, cool. Okay, so tonight, because we are so close to the end of the month and there's still people trying to get to their goals, we are going to do a power hour. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter than an hour because we do kind of want to discuss the recruiting boot camp first. So we have teamed up with Bria, who did our team call a couple weeks ago, and everyone seemed to really, her message really resonated with everybody. So we thought she would be a great person to have in the recruiting boot camp, just to have her perspective, something totally different. Like, she's from a completely different sort of team than we are, and she'll bring some really great new insight for us. And of course, Amy as well. And one of the ideas that came to the table was to call it a recruiting boot camp, which, as we were talking about it, we thought that would be a good little name for our thing. It was, I mean, ultimately the diamond push group, which we have had before. I mean, that's kind of the goal, right? That everyone is going to get to that diamond mark. I think maybe recruiting boot camp is freaking some people out and they're not exactly sure what it is. We've had some like really random questions. So we kind of want to explain to you guys what it is exactly. So if you're still sitting on the fence, you can get into the group. So like I said, ultimately it's to teach you the skills to invite more and get adding to your team more. Because if you're here to build an income, that's how you have to do it. You are never, ever going to earn enough income to make this more than just an expensive hobby selling challenge packs. And the reason I can say that is because I tried. When I first started coaching, I wanted nothing to do with recruiting. In fact, I still don't like that word very much. So it wasn't my idea to call it a recruiting boot camp. Let's just say that. But at the end of the day, you have to build your community and you have to invite the type of people that you want to work with to your team. And, you know, you need to figure out what that looks like for you. So those are the kind of things we're going to teach you guys in this group. We're going to, you know, start out this week is going to be all about finding the people that you want in your community. There's another lesson I learned. I ended up having people join my team that probably weren't really my tribe. They're not here anymore. Of course they're not, because they weren't really the right people for me. So we want to have you guys skip all those steps. We want to teach you guys that stuff. And then we're going to give you all the tips we have about inviting and jabbing every single day about coaching. Here's an example today. If you follow my posts, you saw I did a post about laundry. I don't really need to talk about laundry on my page. And that, if you know and you can read between the lines, the post really was about that my desk was 10 steps away from my laundry room. So that's a coaching jab. There I was in my slippers, and, you know, it was a funny post about me having to do the wash 4 times because I'm not any sort of domestic type of person. But really what it was a coaching jab. It was telling people, hey guys, I work at home. My laundry room is 10 steps away from the desk. So this group is going to teach you how to do stuff like that every single day. Because at the end of the day, that's what most people are missing. They're doing lots of fitness posts and sharing lovely, healthy recipes. And then they're asking us, well, why can't I get any coaches? Well, nobody even knows what you're doing. Like, you're not talking about it enough. So we'll talk about jabs, and then we'll teach you how to actually invite on your page. We're going to give you all that information in this group. Now, the cool thing is, yeah, there's an investment in a group like this. But if you do the stuff every single day, you're going to get the investment back. We are going to pay you every single time you sign up a coach. So if you sign up 5 people in this 30 days. And that can be a VIP member. It can be your husband. It can be can't be your dog. It can be your cousin. It can be whoever. We don't care. As long as you get into the activity of growing your team, you're going to get all of that money back. So you're going to get $10 back for every coach you sign. If you lead one of your coaches to Emerald, you'll get $20. And whoever advances to Diamond will get a $100 bonus. And anyone that advances to a Star Diamond and holds that for 6 weeks will get $100. So, I mean, there's income potential, obviously. That's not really what it's about, but I don't want you to get scared about that $50. I had a lot of questions about the money, and I'm just thinking, well, if you're really nervous about the money, then you're kind of just saying to yourself, you're not going to do this. Like, you know, if we're kind of thinking about the law of attraction, if you put that out there and you put that in your mind that you're getting that money back no matter what, you're going to actually do the daily activities. We've got a lot of really cool stuff planned, and it would be unfortunate if you missed it just because you're a little bit intimidated. There's not going to be any more work. You know, if you're doing your vitals every single day, this is not going to be more time. Now, if you're not doing your vitals every single day, there will be probably a more time commitment for you, but that's not what it's about. It's not about adding a ton of work to your plate. It's just different activities.
I'll just say that I was so resistant to investing in my business. Like, I was very resistant to doing that. I thought, well, why would I spend money to make money? Like, this is supposed to be this side thing that is fun and, you know, can get me to my goals. I don't want to put more money into it. But the second that I did start investing, and even if that means $50 for a group like this, the moment I did that was when all of a sudden I felt like I stepped up my game. I stepped up to the plate and I treated this as an actual business. The moment that I decided to do that, I invested in a group very similar to this when I was an Emerald coach, and it was a push to Diamond. I think it was like a diamond to dollars or dollars to diamonds or something, but it was a group where you invested money in and you got a certain percentage back. And I went Diamond because I thought, okay, if I'm going to invest in this, I'm doing this. Like, I'm serious about doing this. And I think that if any of you guys are serious about doing this and making this work, this should just be something that you automatically are like, yeah, I'm in. And you should see the value of investing that $50 into your business, because that is what's going to make you grow. That's going to push you closer to getting to where you want to be. And by not investing, I think that sometimes we don't ever take this serious enough.
Yeah. I mean, I've been self-employed my whole life, so I know that what you get, like, if you put money into your business, you're going to get it back. That is just a fact. I've had 2 successful businesses. I never have trouble investing in it. Once you start thinking like a CEO or, you know, the manager or the president of your company, the rewards will come back to you. I can say that it used to drive me crazy. I would see the potential Megan head, but she was so resistant to spending any money on ads or doing this or doing that. And it was super frustrating from my perspective, because I do see the value in that, only because I've always had businesses. We're not here to tell you what you should do or shouldn't do. What we don't want is for you to miss the opportunity. This is not about like adding more training, like some crazy training that's going to take you hours to understand. Not at all. It's basically a super duper accountability group. that we're going to give you the tools on how to do this. You see the people that are adding coaches to our page every week, and it's the same people all the time. So what are they doing that you're not? That's what this group is about. So,
and this is not us. I just want to put this out there too. This is not us trying to like make $50 off of anybody either. The money goes into a pool and is put back to you guys, to everybody who participates. We are not making any money on this. I just want to put that out there because I thought, oh my gosh, I wonder if they think that we're trying to get like more people to sign up so we get more money. Like we're not making anything off of this. This is like, we really just see the value in these things. And like Michelle said, it would be so unfortunate for you to be like, damn, I should have done that group, because this isn't going to be something that we can run all the time. Like it's a time investment for us for sure. Like we've already put a lot of time into it, and we just don't want you guys to miss the boat, because this could really set your 2018 on fire. 100%. This could make or break your year and you getting to where you want to be. So, definitely consider it. Time is kind of a ticking as far as getting into the group. So
yeah. And I mean, you'll get what you put into it. We aren't going to we're not going to make it happen. That's for sure. Like we're not going to find coaches for you to sign. We're going to give you the tools, give you the accountability, and it'll be totally up to kind of what you put into the group. So, I mean, it's like that in life, right? You get what you put in. So we don't want to go on and on about it. We just don't want people to miss the opportunity because of the time thing. This is no more time invested, not at all. It'll just be keeping you super accountable to, and obviously information. I mean, I'm excited to have Bria's information, to be honest. Like, I mean, we don't have a huge up line, right? Like we just have Amy and it like ends. We don't have anything else to sort of go from besides the YouTube videos that some of us watch like on the daily and bring it to you guys. So I'm excited to have her perspective. And how much value did you guys get out of her call, just her team call, right? And so did we. Like I'm using her stuff every single day now. So, I mean, just to have that is valuable. So anyway, enough of that. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on, Megan, before we move on?
No, I think that was all.
Okay. Cool. Why don't we open it up to just if anybody has some questions about things, and then we'll just move right into a power hour.
And I will just say that these power hours, honestly, like maybe you guys are seeing them being posted and you're like, oh, another power hour. But honestly, these are so effective. And if you aren't getting on them, you're missing out. You're missing out on some really valuable information. And even myself, when I jump on them, I'm getting takeaways every single time from things Michelle says or questions other people ask. They're super, super valuable. So, making them a priority is going to move your business forward. I know we all love team calls and we love to just sit back and like, I think that our team loves team calls in that sense, but then all of a sudden it comes to like us actually taking action on a call. And then it's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to go to that one though. So we kind of wanted to just sort of surprise everybody with this, because I think if we had announced that it was a power hour, it would have been like half of the people on here. So they're so valuable, you guys. You can't just constantly be listening and learning. If you don't take action, things just won't happen.
Yeah. I was just going to say something so smart. Oh yeah. It's not it's not the activities. You guys know the activities. Like it's the same list that I bring to every single power hour. It's the stuff that happens within the power hour. Like Abby might ask me a question and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is what I do. And when we're doing a kind of like a scripted team call, those things that my daily activities that I don't even think about sharing with you guys, I don't I don't think about them in a call. So when I'm actually in the trenches, or, maybe Alicia's doing something and something pops into her mind and a conversation starts, that's what happens on the power hours that are so powerful. A little fun on words there. Anyways, let's get going because we're not going to have an hour to do this. So we will go until it's 8:46. So the call would usually take us to about 9:30. So we'll go for about 45 minutes. Okay. Okay. So the first end, I'll say, just pop on if you have questions. Like, this is not school. Just like throw it out there, whatever. Don't be embarrassed. This is the time to ask questions. We want you guys to feel comfortable doing that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we'll go to our birthdays on Facebook. So just go to your birthdays. We're gonna spend like 3 minutes. Birthdays, quick, quick, quick. You don't need to be having a long conversation. It's literally, happy birthday. Did you do anything fun today? That's it, and go. Okay, that was a quick 3 minutes. All right, so we'll take the next 10 minutes and we're going to expand our network. Just one sec, okay? So this is where you're trying to make new connections. So whether that's going and following different people on Instagram, if you're in different groups, you want to be connecting with people, going to different pages of friends and finding friends that you might want to connect with. This is really just about kind of following and making new friends, follow, like, comment on some posts, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, wherever your platform of choice is. I always find this a little bit easier on Instagram. Instagram's just kind of like a following community, like it's not weird, where sometimes you get a little intimidated on Facebook. If you're in groups, it's a great place to be sort of communicating in the groups. You're not necessarily spamming everyone with friend requests, but you're actually chatting about whatever the group is about. Okay, so we'll take 10 minutes and do that. Okay. All right. So step number 3, we're going to build relationships. So we're going to do that for about 5 minutes. How I would do that would be going to my last 3 to 5 posts, and just connecting with the people that have either commented on them or liked them. If that's not happening for you, so I mean, there's certainly days that I'll go to posts and they'll have tons of comments, and then the next day it's like, oh my god, was there nobody on my page? Like, is Facebook dead? What's happening? And that just happens. So if that's that kind of day for me, I go to my stories, or maybe that's when I decide, okay, I need to take a good look at my posts. Like, what's going on here? Why wouldn't have that? Why didn't that get any engagement? Um, Usually I'll have some people on my stories that I can connect with. If there's just nobody to connect with, like on posts or stories or anything, then go find new, like go back a step and do that for 5 more minutes. Like, find more people. Don't just skip it. You either need to be connecting with people that are connecting with you, or you have to continue to find new people to talk to. That is the name of the game. If you stop finding new people, your business will stop. Like, you just have to keep going. So let's take 5 minutes, and this doesn't have to be long messages. Again, it's quick, easy, short, like commenting about the post if it's someone that's commented on your post, or if you're kind of just connecting with them, just, hey, how are you? Nice kid, nice dog, like whatever, just connection messages. All right, we'll do 5 minutes. Okay, so this is going to be short, about 5, even less, but let's do 3 minutes. Just really quick, like story connections. So this is when you go to your stories, Facebook or Instagram, and you connect with people that are doing stories, not other coaches. Don't get sucked into stories. Just quickly go through. It's a really easy way to like send an emoji to, maybe someone you've been talking to and you just don't even really have a reason to message them, but you can like send them a heart on their story, or someone you haven't talked to in a while. I love doing this. I do this a lot, actually. You will find there's lots of coaches doing stories, absolutely, but there more and more and more every single day. There's more just people doing them. So take 3 minutes and just quickly go through and send some people some emojis on their stories. Okay. I know that was super quick, but really that should not take more than like 5 minutes a day. It shouldn't take up too much of your time. So now we'll get to the bigger stuff, the follow-ups. So we will take 10 minutes and do our follow-ups for the day. So hopefully you're working from a list, whether that's on paper or you've got a Google Doc or you're using a system like Teamsy or something like that. Hopefully you have a list. This is the end of the month. This is when I would be creating some urgency. So maybe you have some people on your list, those danglers for the month. This is when you want to say to them, I'm saving a spot in my group for you. Are you still ready to get started? Or, you want to create a little bit of urgency and, get them going. So, I mean, we don't want to bug them or sound salesy, but if you have built a relationship with them and you've communicated with them, you have every right to go and say, listen, we talked about you joining my group. Are you still interested? I have other women that might like your spot. When I used to have those like once a month groups, I used to say stuff like that all the time. There's this spot has been saved for you. Are you still ready? Are you still like, is this what's going on here? If I have sent a link out and someone hasn't, like, I see that it hasn't processed, I will message them and say, you know what, I'm just double checking. I sent you the link a couple days ago. I see that you haven't processed it, and I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't a problem on my end. Have you tried to click it and it's not working? And then I would say, I'm sure you're just busy, but I didn't want it to be me. I didn't want it to be a problem on my end. So it's a way to reconnect with them and see what's going on. Yes, they may not get back to you. We all know that happens, but at least you make the effort and you just check in with them. So let's do that for 10 minutes. Okay, so I forgot my timer. I have no idea if that was 10 minutes or not, but it feels like 10 minutes. All right, so the last thing is to do your invites for the day. So, I mean, ideally, Beachbody says 3. I would probably do way more than 3, but I mean, it all depends on what your goals are. So you want to make sure that you're at least inviting 3 people. And this is where the recruiting boot camp is going to help you with your invites to actually joining your team, which ultimately end up joining your fitness challenge as well, because a coach, that's what they do. That's part of coaching, is getting on your own health and fitness journey, whether that's starting, whether that's someone that's right smack dab in the middle of their journey, or someone that wants to continue on with a healthy lifestyle. So it's all incorporated in, but you want to make sure that you're inviting, like if you have a certain number every week, and that's usually what I do, I have kind of a certain number every week that I want to make sure that I do. So you've got to set those goals for yourself and make sure that you've got a list going all the time of the people that you want to invite to your challenges or coaching opportunity to your team. So let's take the last little bit of time and do our invites. Alrighty. Wow, we dwindled down to 11 people. No one likes the power hour.
Well, congrats to everybody for staying on. We know who the action takers are.
I'm literally doing head bobs as I'm typing out messages right now.
I'm really tired this week too. Oh my God. Not having recharge, like, and actually half of me is so proud of myself because I've like gotten over the hump of needing something to eat at night. Like that's not even bothering me. I don't even think about it, but I am so sore without it. Like, does anyone else not have it?
My butt hurts every time I sit down. Like,
But
I cannot.
The backs of my knees were hurting.
Yeah.
Yes.
My knees are killing me this week.
Too. I don't drink it because I don't really like it, but I've had almost an entire bottle of wine tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, that is good.
Not on plan at all.
Maybe that's what I need to do is have wine instead of recharge. I don't like drinking recharge either. I only like eat it with a little bit of water, but
I can't even do that. I've tried making it pudding and I just it reminds me so much of like Slim Fast. I can't do it.
I think I was just so desperate at first to have something before I went to bed to eat that's why I made myself. But I really like legitimately, I'm actually excited to get it and see what kind of difference it makes. If there is a difference or if it's like all in my head, I have no idea, but I can't believe how sore I am this week. Oh, it's crazy. Anyways, self-care. That's why she says self-care, right? All that foam rolling. That's what I should have been doing right now is foam rolling. What's Jenny saying here? I won't show you what I'm eating. Oh my goodness. You girls. Crazy.
I'm eating nothing.
Okay. I'm going to bed. Thanks to everybody for coming on tonight. See ya.